If you enjoyed today's show, please like, share, subscribe. Right here. There's Green on the other side. Ladies and gentlemen, Green on the other side. Hi, my name is Nico. Today's episode is going to be about, should people be concerned about their partner's body count? About to go over some things today. Will be, does body count matter, and why body count doesn't matter? I'm also going to be talking about how body count is being brought up in modern society. And also going to be going over Magic Johnson and Cookie Johnson's marriage, and about the history of Joe Smith and his wives. Stay to it. We're about to attack it. Let's get after it. Reason body count does matter: to measure the partner's loyalty in a relationship and marriages. People with high body count tend to cheat on their partner. People rather have somebody with a high body count so they can dominate in the bedroom. Especially for the men out there, it'd be like this. Oh, man. Some people feel with somebody with a low body count, it'd be a lot easier for them so they can avoid any diseases, so they don't got to make a trip to the hospital and stuff. Indeed, devastating their life. Like, oh my God, what should I do? You don't want to have bad news to you, your family, and your partner. Now I'm about to get into the next subject here. Reason body count doesn't matter. If somebody with high body count doesn't mean you can't be with them whatsoever. They could be a good asset to you. You gotta allow them to be the best version of themselves and give them a chance. Never know, though, you might have a winner. If you treat your partner well, then their past don't really matter. It does not determine the level of maturity as a parent. If you got a parent, are you a parent or about to be a parent with a person? Doesn't measure a person's maturity. If people have self-control of their bodies, then be faithful in a relationship and marriages, it won't be no issue. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty here. How body counts brought up in modern society. Women constantly brag about their intercourse experiences, so therefore guys are harshly criticizing them for their behavior. What? Oh! So therefore, their value diminishes in an open dating market. Where men had a high body count, women applied them for their experience in the bedroom, so they could dominate once again, like I said before. So now then their value increases. Shoot, oh, this guy was good to me last night and stuff. You know how women is, they brag out to their friend. Their friend say, I want to get a piece out of this stuff. Then women get all jealous and all of it. Nah, that stuff, yo. So the acceleration of hookup culture and online dating, making it effortless for people to get involved in casual relationships. Man, I try to avoid that as much as possible. I want no diseases whatsoever. So people think feminism is the reason why some women have high body count through the legalization of abortion, access to birth control. Hey, things changed after 1972. I mean, I don't blame them, though. Being under control many years by men and stuff. Hey, be liberated as much as possible. Celebrate it. when men have status and money, their access to women increases, so does their body count. They encourage men out there, they want the finest thing in the world. Hey, gotta chase after your dreams and goals in life. If you don't do that, though, you can't complain for another man for having to find woman in their life. Now I'm about to get into the event right here, right now. Marriage history of Magic Johnson and Cookie Johnson. Why they met each other, it was at a college party, by the way, at Michigan State University. As soon as they got into a relationship, it got real serious after 3 months. Cookie found out Magic cheated on her with another woman in the dorm room.
What? Oh!
You gotta stop this, man. You tearing me up. You know what? I said, well, I'm a basketball player. I can't help it. I'm a star player. You know how this stuff goes with the arguments and all that with the women nowadays, including in today's society as well. As soon as Magic Johnson was drafted by the NBA, which went to one of my favorite teams, to the Los Angeles Lakers in 1979, his basketball team really took off. Like, whew, bombs away. Then 1981, hey, it was a doomsday in their relationship with Cook. So she ended up finding out Magic had another baby by another woman named Melissa Mitchell. While they was together. She was so outraged, but she still stayed with him. Now that stuff goes. When you got status, you got money, you got more assets. You can't help it. He had an episode.
What? Oh!
But he had never regretted the responsibility of taking care of his son, Andre Johnson. Throughout the 1980s, it was numerous times that him and Cookie broke off their relationship for constant messing with other women. I said, you son of a gun. He said, how dare you? Well, we had the big news back in 1991. Many people probably already know the story already. But first, I'm going to dive in deep, and Oprah's going to explain, he's going to explain to Oprah about his promiscuous past.
When you were fooling around with all those women, were you serious about any of them?
No. And they knew.
And they knew.
Uh-huh. And they wanted to be Miss Johnson. I said, I only got one person that's going to be Miss Johnson. And they're like, what? Why me? Why? Who is that? Who is she? You know, all those.
Yeah, you can't do that to hurt women and stuff because it messes up them psychologically. But I'm going to let this thing continue. You play games with women nowadays and stuff, make it hard for the other man, even try to be interested in a woman, make it hard for the other guy. Don't do that. Let's be real with the person.
Those type of things. I
Yeah.
said, oh, no. I'm marrying this one. When I get married, I'm marrying Cookie. And they all knew that.
But they still wanted to try.
Oh, yeah. And hard.
And hard. Did it ever even occur to you to use protected sex?
No. I think at that time, it wasn't a thing that everybody even talked about.
Protected sex.
No.
But this is the 80s.
Yeah, the 80s. It was fun time. Everybody having sex, unprotected sex, and
with one or more women.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I meant one or more at the same time.
At the same time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How do you end an evening? Does the girl then just leave and she just is like, okay, will I see you again? Or
yes. And I wanted her to leave.
And you wanted her to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't sleep. I didn't have people sleep over. That wasn't the thing for me. And so it was more, we had fun, and then that was it.
And I'll see you later.
Yeah, we all.
Maybe never.
But I never disrespected women, though. And I was always upfront. I wasn't a guy who would mislead anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And and I think that, once you're upfront,
yeah,
then they have to make a decision on what they want to do, And so I think that they made their decision.
Yeah.
Yep, that's really deep story, though. I say allegedly, though. Sorry for saying all that in the video and stuff. I just get it all into it. Alleged. Yep, about to show another video talk about the big announcement.
This is stupid, yo. I can't believe I'm sitting here just finding out you got an OnlyFans page. Out of all these years, yo, the disrespect.
Sorry, wrong video. So now he's about to explain the announcement that he had HIV back in 1991.
Let's go to that fateful day. Had you been sick? Had you been suspicious that maybe you were carrying the virus, or how did it come? Just a regular checkup?
Just a regular checkup. I didn't know. I wasn't sick. I was just sitting at a hotel in Utah and getting ready for an exhibition game against the Jazz. And Dr. Melman called and said, hey, you got to come back home. I said, okay, well, why don't I play the game? And we're coming back tomorrow. I said, no, you got to come now. I said, okay, what's going on? And they wouldn't tell me. So I flew back to L.A. So, I walk in the office and he started talking about the test. Insurance company, you got to take physicals. And then what came out of the physical was you have HIV.
You were on the floor yourself, I heard, for 2 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
the doctor tells you, and you just laid on the floor.
Yeah, it was, you're just in disbelief and in shock.
Yeah.
And I think that, you're sitting there like, man, how could it?
If that was me, I'd probably be devastated myself. I wouldn't know what to do if I find out I had HIV. Yeah, you gotta be cautious. What you're doing, Lloyd. You gotta be practice safe sex. Continue.
This happened to me.
And what does this mean?
Then what does this mean?
Yeah.
Of course.
Right.
But I was just devastated because I thought I had did everything right. And then the worst thing was Cookie was pregnant with EJ.
You had just been married 2 months earlier.
Yeah, just been married. And all that came crumbling down. And the worst thing about it is I knew I was going to hurt her because she had waited for me, been patient with me, supported me. And now I'm about to break her heart. So that ride home was probably the worst thing that you can do is to ride home and try to figure out how I'm going to break this news to her. This devastating news. And so, as soon as I got to the door. This door.
Yeah.
She knew something was wrong. And she was like, what's wrong? And I sat her into the room next to this room. And I just sat her down, began to tell her that I had HIV.
What? Oh! I bet she said that. I don't know. Allegedly.
And that just broke her heart. She began to cry and not knowing what that meant for her and the baby at that time. And then, you know, as she's crying, and I often tell people when you make a mistake and you not only hurt yourself, but you hurt the ones that love you, you know, and that hurt me. That hurt me. I just committed to it. I just said, oh man, we're going to do this. And then, you know, I said, hey, I can understand if you want to leave me because, you know, I'm now turning your life upside down. And she smacked me upside my head and said, we're going to beat this together. Let's get on our knees and pray. And that's what we did. And I got the great news later. God blessed us when the test results came back on her and the baby that she didn't have HIV and the baby didn't either. And so I don't know what would have happened if I had got that news that she would have HIV as well. That would have been just devastating to me.
And things can hit home with your family too. You got to think about your loved ones too. Put them in a compromised situation. And by the way, though, his son E.J. Johnson was born in 1992. As you said in the video, came away with no disease whatsoever, including his wife. There go his son right here. Pretty cool, though. Nice guy. Yep, back to telling about the whole marriage history. So according to Jerry West, he came out with a biography called West by West, My Charm Method Life. He alleged Magic Johnson slept with over 300 women per year before he got the HIV virus. Years after the onset, allegedly, he was hit with a lawsuit of $2 million by a woman named Wilmer Moore. She also alleges that Magic Johnson gave her HIV after having intercourse with him in 1990. But the two decided to throw the case out of court and solve it. And they all matter. You know how high pressure is, high media and stuff. They want any distraction. Gotta do that now, though. So I'm gonna get to the next segment. I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry. So the Johnson decided to adopt a newborn baby named Lissa Johnson back in 1995. Obviously, they couldn't expand their family because he was afraid to give the baby the disease and his wife a disease. So therefore, they ended up adopting the baby. Still to this day, Magic Johnson and Cookie are still happily married to this day. That's a blessing for them. Now I'm about to get into the wife's history of Joe Smith. Joe Smith's first wife's name is Yolanda Smith. They together had 2 kids. Yolanda adopted a child before Joe even came into the picture. While Joe was concentrating on his first wife, he ended up with 4 kids from different women. Back in 2011, He retired from the NBA. And guess what happens next? Yolanda finally filed divorce for Joe for constantly cheating outside a marriage. What? Oh! After making $61 million throughout his NBA career, he found himself in debt due to taxes, agents, lawyer fees, bad real estate investments. The divorce settlement itself cost close to $3 billion. Buying expensive cars. His ex-girlfriend, Niecy Slater, first checks in his name that was worth over $100,000. After all that, he only had $3,000 to his name. This was back in This was back in 2018. So now I'm about to talk about his marriage history with his current wife. Yep, his current wife is Kisha Chavis. Both got married in 2016. When they first met in 2012, Kisha told Joe that she used to be a former adult film star. But she clearly gonna stay in the video about to show you guys just a second.
Stupid, yo. I can't believe I'm sitting here just finding out you got an OnlyFans page. Out of all these years, yo, the disrespect that comes with it, that you could even talk to me before you did it, that's bullshit, yo. That's fucked up, Keith. I'm telling you, yo, that's fucked up.
Wait, no, calm, but you're not gonna say fuck me, or that's fucked up. It's not fucked up.
You recording me? What the fuck you doing?
Listen, it's not fucked up, and we're going to, okay, look, so I have an OnlyFans page, and he's mad because he's just now finding out about it.
Of course I'm mad.
Cause he cares. He's married. Y'all both married together, plus he communicate. Please continue.
Just finding out about it.
I'm not doing it with anybody but myself, so why should I have to tell you? My choice, my body, my fucking choice.
I'm your partner. You're supposed to come to me and talk to me.
Joe, I've been talking to you about mad things. I've been asking for solutions to shit. You're not giving me none, so I created one.
That's no solution. Not in my book. That's no solution.
You knew who the fuck
Okay, you're not having a debate with the man. Why would you say my body, my choice? Man, that's just delusion for you.
I was when you met me.
Before,
and I
knew that.
thought that I would never have to go back to anything like this again.
Beforehand,
but
no.
That's not the case
after
right now.
After that, everything's supposed to change.
Everything did change.
No. Obviously, it hasn't.
No, it had to. I had to do something.
It hasn't. You stood out there showing your body. You stood out there doing stuff like this on camera.
You act like that's the only thing that I do. I have mad jobs, but they're not facilitating everything that needs to be done. So I got something extra. OnlyFans be breaking me off. What the fuck?
Come on, Keisha, with that. It don't matter what they breaking you off. It's the disrespect that comes with it.
What disrespect?
You couldn't come and talk to me about it.
Okay, well, we're talking about it now.
Because I had to find out on the fly.
All right, then. But now, okay.
No,
so wait.
I had to find out on the fly.
So now you know.
Yeah, now I know.
Okay. And so? Whatever.
That's why it's really important to have your finances in order if you're man out there. Because she pretty much got leverage right now. Married to the guy barely got any money into his none. She trying to figure out some solution. Allegedly, that's what she said.
Never. I've been doing what I have to do, period. Like, that's bottom line. That's what it is.
Here's one thing you need to.
I'm opening a restaurant.
I still love the name.
You don't remember the name.
Of course I remember the name.
We didn't even tell anybody
You
what the name was.
100% told me the name.
I bet you $1 million that you don't know the name.
Prepare to be...
Yep, they're trying to get used to this stuff. I'm sorry about the interruption. Yeah, now I'm about to show you the full details of why they're struggling in a marriage.
I guess the first question is, where's
How
Joe?
are you guys doing?
Where's Joe?
He's pretty pissed off with me. So he's been, I think he's at his sister's house. He's not talking to me right now. So, yeah.
Kisha, how long ago, obviously we saw in the video that Joe's saying he had no idea that you had this account. How long is the account, have you had the page?
I've had the page for at least over a year. It's on my Instagram and my LinkedIn, but that's what happens when you don't pay attention to your wife, period. And, you know.
It's about respect. As a man, period. But I'm going to continue.
He has a friend that he's been entertaining, and she decided that, you know, she wants to really put a bigger, you know, wedge in our relationship. So she went digging around my page and was like, oh, do you know that she has this? And it blew up from that. I mean, it's no secret, Joe's financial issues, you know, and I have always made a good life for myself, you know. Before I met Joe, I was living overseas in Europe, and I had established myself as a singer, you know, and I came back here, you know, thinking that with his persona and who he was, once we got together and I found out who he was, that it would only take off, you know, other things. But, you know, not everybody's hustle and drive are the same. And depression is a serious thing also. So, you know, I've been just like, you know, supporting and dealing and going through his trials and tribulations with him. I've started several businesses.
Ain't that's what you're supposed to do in a marriage? When things go good, you stay with them. Things go bad, you stay with them. It's about commitment. It's about working things out and compromise.
You know, I've been doing a lot, like, and I just figured out, I have a home in Cape Verde I'm trying not to lose, and a roof over here we're trying to maintain that we almost got kicked out of. So I just kicked in the drive and did what I had to do, you know, and he won't do it, so I had to. And I'm sorry, you knew I was an adult video star when you met me. So if my survival, if I would do.
Yeah, don't bring somebody like this to your parents' home. Don't bring nobody like this to your family. Continue.
Anything for my own survival, then what makes you think that would change now? When I retired from the adult industry, I promised myself if I don't sing, I don't eat. So when, you know, my music career wasn't popping here when I left Germany and I stayed here for him, I figured, you know, I would, you know, start a business. I started a puppy friend social club business, a dog sitting business. And then COVID happened and that screwed everything up. I have a moving company, you know, that he actually works for me. Like, he works for my moving company. You know, I'm tired of being the one to figure shit out. So I figured it out the best way I know that can.
It's pretty embarrassing for a former NBA player to have this going on in his life. You can't feel bad for the guy.
Maximize the money that needs to come in, because I'm tired of living like, you know, I'm tired of living minimal. You know, it's not fair. And I don't understand how you could have had such a maximized life and be so content. This is ridiculous. But we've been together for almost 13 years, though. We've been together since 2012, like after his retirement. And it really wasn't a retirement that he wanted. It was a forced retirement because he just got locked out after the lockout in the 2011 lockout. You guys remember?
Right.
You know, he just never got a new job. No.
He was too old to play anyway. He should have had his plans figured out. You knew what he was getting himself into. You knew about his problem. You could have compromised with. You still should compromise with him. You still should communicate and tell him whether or not you start OnlyFans or not. Do something behind your back, man. Who knows? She could probably do other things. Continue.
Nobody wanted him anymore. So, you know, there was a depression, and I've been going, you know, dealing with all of this stuff, and I'm sorry, you know, I'm not sorry for what I'm doing. I'm just sorry that he can't understand that that wasn't a selfish decision. It was a decision that I made. I made an executive decision when my man wasn't taking the lead. I really love Joe. I love him. If he never.
I mean, athletes coming up. I hope they paying attention to this. Gotta have your ducks in a row. You can't look at beauty all the time. Gotta look at the person, what their heart is. How much are they willing to fight with you when things get worse? That's marriage. But I'm gonna continue though.
Speaks to me again, I still will do things to help him or whatever I can because he's my family. You know, he's like an intricate part of my life, and I just want the best for us. I wish he wanted that also. That's really where I'm at. You know, I wish that he wanted the best for us because he's not really wanting the best for himself, so I can't expect him to do for him what he for me.
But what you're doing is emasculating the man. You got to allow the man to be a man. He wants to get up and do things. Right now, he's very limited. He just came from a divorce. You've been with the guy for 12 years. Continue.
Me, what he can't do for himself, I guess. And that's why I just did what I had to do.
Have you drawn that line in the sand that you will continue doing OnlyFans?
Unless something else happens that, you know, changes that, no, I'm going to continue my OnlyFans. I think as a couple and just him individually, he needs counseling to help find out how to refine.
No, woman, y'all both need counseling. Y'all both got some issues. You feel like selling your body is going to make ends meet. It's not. Continue.
Himself and find his new place in the world. You know, it's really hard once you've had a major career. You were this number one draft pick, and then everything ends. You know, how do you deal with that? I don't want to be alone, but you know, if that's what it has to be, that's what it has to be. But I don't think we'll have a divorce. I don't think so. I think he'll come around.
I cut myself out. Well, there you have it. But there's a double standard in relationships. You just can't get on a woman for their body count. Cannot do that. We all equally yoked here. At the end of the day, though, if you're concerned about your partner's body count, you shouldn't be dating anybody at all. If you want these people out there want to get a leg up in a relationship by getting more partners, that's not the way to do it either. If you feel like the thing ain't working out for you, just get out the situation. You know? But I am willing to do call-ins today. About to set up the link real quick. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Well, there's the link in the chat. You can dial in if you want. But I will say allegedly from now on. Well, I guess that's it. Nobody want to give out their opinion, so I'm just gonna give my final thoughts. At the end of the day, people should be concerned about their partner's body count, as I demonstrated today, like with Magic Johnson, his situation. End up getting HIV. You got to communicate with your partner. If things ain't working out in a marriage or relationship, just get out of it. Lastly, importantly though, when men ask about women's body count, be a gentleman about it. Let's don't go on these shows like out here in the space. Well, what's your body count? No, you don't do that. Be mature about it, and just go for it. But I see somebody trying to get into the show. I'm gonna click. Hello? All right, how are you? Yeah, I can see you. Not much. What? Thank you. So, got a question for you. Should people be concerned about their partner's body count? Right. Yeah, you got to. That's true. Everybody ain't saints either, though. Just be cautious with the woman when you meet them. Be a gentleman. Like, look, it should they say like, well, the last time you got like a touch, just be mature about it. Hey, you been in the contact with any diseases, anything? That's the way I would do it. I won't say, ugh. I won't be like, ugh, that's disgusting. Well, you're blah 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 Skippy. I would never do it. It's not masculine. I mean, I understand from a woman's standpoint, they want guys with experience when it comes to being in the bedroom, which I understand. You don't want to be first night though, just be a cold turkey, just be embarrassed. Like, oh my God, like get off me. You don't want that. Okay. Uh, yeah, hold on. Well, Doc, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but people can't hear me.
All right.
They still can't hear me.
Yeah, just hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, try to say something once.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
I
you.
know you can. I know you can hear me. For the people that's out there, can you?
I hear you both now.
Okay. All right. All right.
People,
Someone said they could. Yeah. Someone said they can hear me now.
yeah, it's the first time for everything, though. It's the first time we did like a stream with audio and stuff.
Okay. I think you're doing very well.
Thank you.
Yep. So next caller, if they need to chime in and everything, you go ahead and take the next caller. But I just wanted to provide my input.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead and go to your next caller.
All right.
All right. Have a great day.
You too.
Yep.
Well, any other callers? You don't gotta be shy. Just have a conversation. We all men and women out here. If not, man, I'm just gonna call it a day and wish you guys well and have a good night. Yeah, I repeat things all the time, though. Try not to. Try to make the show interesting. But I'm just I was gonna log out here. I pretty much gave my thoughts already. I hope you guys enjoy the show. Share with your friends, family members. You have a good night. Or a good day, actually. Thank you for watching Green on the Other Side.